On this week's episode, we've got a Marvel Legends figure. I take a dive into some of those Doctor Who toys I still haven't sorted. And I unearth some Godzilla and King Kong knockoffs and bootlegs. Let's have a look. And so we've had a delivery. Let's dive into this, shall we? Got my trusty knife. Let's get going. As usual, I go with what I believe to be the comics first. And I think these are the comics. Yep. Some Star Wars ones on top there. And the big release this week is Star Wars Dark Droids. I've got plenty of issues of it, and I've also got the really cool action figure variant, which features a dark version of C-3PO. But I have to say, I'm really loving the foil cover, which features R2-D2. That's a nice one, isn't it? More Star Wars in the form of Yoda, and I think that finishes off that run now. We've got Godzilla, Monsters and Protectors. It's a one-shot, Summer Smash. From Marvel, we've got a new one, Death of the Venomverse, and the Amazing Spider-Man Annual. From Image, we've got Spawn, and we've got Walking Dead Deluxe. Dynamite gives us Elvira in Monsterland, issue 3. And from Titan, we've got the second Dead by Daylight comic. Now I'd really like to know who's got the hands on my account details, because I don't even order any magazines. Strange. But we've got Scream. Let's crack our way into one of these bigger boxes. I can see some turtle stuff. Okay, so there's the pizza fire van. Got Mikey. Got Raph. We've got two Raphs. We've got a Chainsaw Man statue. Figurine. And we got another box. Star Wars Vintage Collection, Ashton. Whoops! Looks like there was some more underneath the pizza van. We've got Leo. And another Michelangelo. Yeah, that's definitely it this time. I'll get all the big boxes opening before I start opening the small ones. Looks like it's just another two boxes in this. Spider-Man Legends, Stop Gaming. Is that an instruction? Are we all to stop gaming? Black Series Deluxe figure 2B. Definitely nothing else in there. Last of the bigger boxes. And then we can start opening those smaller ones. Oh, Marvel Legends. Venom Space Knight. I've got the Build-A-Figure of that somewhere. 2 of them. At last! And we've got more as well by the look of it. Peter B. Parker. About time, Spider-Gwen! Nine Num lying around there, randomly. And not that random, it seems. I wish they would pack them like these. Oh, Splinter. Never had a figure of Jackie Chan before. Bane in the trench coat. From Dark Knight Rises. 2 of them. And another one of those Chainsaw Man statues. Empty. Now there's still all these to be going at. Start with one of these. This is Bristol. IndianaJones Adventure Series Bristol. Who's Bristol? Oh, it could be the Dial of Destiny version of Indy himself. Or it could be the Temple of Doom version of Indy himself. So I didn't order a full case of either of these. Though, as there's more Temple of Doom indies, I'm going to say it's him. Norwich. Let's see who Norwich might be. Again, it's probably going to be a mixed case. More Dial of Destiny. Donovan. Yeah, looks like it could have been from Norwich. Oh, probably Hypnotised Indy. A lot of indies this week. Let's see who's telling us to stop gaming. Oh, Miles Morales. Cool. Glad he comes with normal hands. Let's see who this deluxe Fig 2B is. That's a carded one. Ah, the Rebel Commando. I didn't realise this was going to be a deluxe. I thought it was a normal. Nice figure though. There's been an awful lot of empty space behind him in that bubble though. So that just leaves Ashton. Let's see who Ashton is. So this is a vintage collection, or it should be. Moff Jerjerrod. He doesn't look like an Ashton to me. Cool figure. So that just leaves this box, and this one's from Games Workshop. Most likely going to be some top-ups of paint that I needed, but we can see, can't we? Yeah, just paints. Finally got some contrast medium back in. Been needing that for weeks and weeks now. Imperial Fist. Blood Angels Red. Screamer Pink, Cadian Flesh Tone, and XV88. This has to be one of the strangest weeks for trade-ins. I've had one item successfully traded in this week. Just one. And that's absolutely mind-blowing when you actually think about some of the things that I've been offered this week. I've been offered a vintage Star Wars collection. It included things like Yakface, a Manaman, Barada, EV9D9, complete Slave 1, complete X-Wing, complete Millennium Falcon, complete Y-Wing, complete B-Wing. I was offered another collection of vintage Transformers, complete boxed English and a French version of Optimus Prime, complete and boxed Megatron, complete boxed Soundwave, complete boxed Overlord, and a complete boxed Jetfire, among other things. I was also offered a collection of vintage WWF Hasbro figures, sealed on the card. Ultimate Warriors, Undertaker, Andre the Giant, and the ever elusive 123 Kid. We're talking proper grails here. But unfortunately, the sellers in all these cases, they've been wanting the top money, and they've been leaving nothing in it for myself. I don't do this for nothing, you know. So, this week, having been offered all those fantastic items, I got a Marvel Legends figure. Just one. It's a cool one though. Venom Pool. It's a builder figure. Now, if you don't know what a builder figure is, it's one of these. You get your normal figure and you get one part, and if you buy the entire wave, you get a piece with every figure, and you get to build a figure. The only problem with that is you have to buy a full set of figures that you might not necessarily be interested in. For instance there, Colossus. Fantastic. But do you really want Shadowcat and Legion? Or a really iffy looking Cyclops to build the Colossus? You might already have them. Maybe not in that case, because they are a specific theme, the Age of Apocalypse. Same with that. Look what you do get at the end of it. A really cool, fantastic looking figure. And that means that quite often the builder figures end up being almost half the price of a full wave. So that's all we got this week. But that just means it gives me the opportunity to have a look at some of the stuff that's been traded in the past that I've not had a chance to look at yet. And I've brought a pile of Doctor Who boxes down here to have a look at and see whether or not there's anything good in them. Top item, not really. If you were to ask me if this is a hit or a miss, I'd have to say it's a miss. Pretty cool item though. Doctor Who version of Operation, where you get to operate on a Dalek, but it's not of huge value. Now I've no idea what's in the rest of the boxes, so let's have a look. Well, this one says on it what it is actually, or at least I'm assuming so. Abominable Snowman TARDIS set. Now, if I remember rightly, this was a Character Options website exclusive. Yep, and it's an electronic TARDIS, lights and sounds, and it comes with the second Doctor, as seen in the Abominable Snowman with his fur coat. Now, there were a lot of rumours going around, kind of confirmed rumours, going around for years that this sculpt existed of the second Doctor, and it had never made it into production. It's nice to finally see it, and that is the first time I've seen that in hand. Let's see what else there is. Okay. Well, there's a couple of the Dalek twin packs here. History of the Daleks set 2, Dalek Invasion of Earth, so you get a silver drone type Dalek, and the Supreme Black Dalek. Those ones will have the saucers on the back of them. It doesn't show you them there, unfortunately, but yeah, on the back of them, you might just about see it on the back of that black one there. Had a saucer to explain how in the very first Dalek story they could only move around using static electricity coming through the floor. You next see them on Earth. How? Well, they had bigger bumpers and they had saucers on the back, and that would allow them to travel on other materials. I think they forgot about that as time went on. So from the earliest of the classic Dalek stories, or almost the earliest, to the latest, we've got Coal Hill School set there, where you get Ace and an Imperial Dalek from Remembrance of the Daleks. She comes with a bazooka as well. How cool is that? You can see a clearer image on the back. Okay, interesting little set, I suppose. TARDIS mini set. This is a bit like Lego. What did they call these now? Character building or character constructible compatible. And there's not exactly my favourite character. We've got a Bill Potts action figure. I haven't got a lot to say about her. Not a lot of nice things anyway, so I'll refrain. That's first box emptied. I'll cast that aside. Well, there has been something written on the top here. I don't know if it's loose, I don't know if it's boxed, but it does say on top, Pyramids of Mars Priory figure set. So let's see if it's what it says on the packaging. There we go. Very nice. I don't have this one in my own collection. I have them loose, but I don't have a boxed one. There you are. You get Marcus Scarman, the sarcophagus of Sutekh, and you also get a masked Sutekh figure. It says features light up eyes. I never noticed that on mine. I might have to check that out when I get home. And you also get like a paper or cardboard build-up set of the pyramid, I believe. I'm sure it does come with that. Includes masked Sutekh, Marcus Scarman action figures and 2 canopic jars. Also includes lenticular sarcophagus and a constructible Siren war rocket scenic display. And that's that bit. There you are. That's the back of the box. Not sure if I've already shown you that. Let's see what's in this one now. This one doesn't say anything on it. Oh, it does. 12-inch figs. But that's most certainly not 12-inch figs, and I'm not going to get it all out to show you. Because this is something that you build up. It builds up the TARDIS console room. So this is quite a large play set. That would be in the middle of it, and you get the whole arches that come down, which are those. So if you can imagine those going all the way around in these little holes that are on top, and then a big base as well. That's how big this is. So yeah, I'm not getting that out to show you, I'm afraid. And there's a lot of small bits for it as well. Okay. We've got the Doctor Who Sonic Screwdriver set, which also comes with, can you see it? The psychic paper. So there's that one. And there's another one here, which is just an empty box. It doesn't have the screwdriver in there. So I'm assuming somewhere amongst this collection I'm going to find a sonic screwdriver with no box. I didn't realise though, there's different versions here. I wonder if one was for Christopher Eccleston and another for David Tennant. I'm just interjecting here to point out that it shows David Tennant on both of the boxes, so I'm guessing I was wrong about that one. Okay, back to me. Because that one actually comes with psychic paper and that one comes with what looks more like post-it notes. Interesting. Even I'm learning something here. You have to excuse the dust. Some of these are very, very dusty. We've got a Corgi set, die cast. We get the TARDIS with the 4th Doctor leaning out of it, and fan favourite K9. This is a very bitty looking box, isn't it? Some of the Time Squad figures, very random, very, very random. Got the 11th Doctor, Clara Oswald, the 12th Doctor, and a Cyberman. Apparently there's 10 to collect. You know, I'm beginning to wish I'd checked this box first. But where's the fun in that? We have a sound keychain. I bet it doesn't work. No, batteries will need replacing in that, I imagine. And it's the TARDIS. Flesh Goo Pod, which you could use with a certain range of action figures. Very random. Floating Dalek pen. A carrier bag. What on earth is in this box? Which features a lanyard from the XL London for the 50th anniversary. I was there, apparently. I remember watching that on TV. And then we have a bunch of the starships, spaceships, rockets, whatever you want to call them, and their bases. There's quite a few of them. Oh, I'm going to take a stab in the dark and guess that this is the sonic screwdriver that goes in that box that I showed you a few short minutes ago. It works. Cool. I think this one's one of the little LED light ones that they did, yeah. Battery, it still works, but battery is very faint in there by the look of it. What a bizarre box. Got another TARDIS keyring there. And some assortments of top trumps. Yeah, if I was to say anything, apart from the sonic screwdrivers, I think that this box is probably a bit of a miss as well, to be fair. My focus is always on the figures and the play sets for them. And that's all I've brought down to show you for the Doctor Who. But I'm also thinking that maybe we could have a look at something else as well. See you upstairs. Now, I've got a big box here of what looks to be quite wacky, judging by the top of it. It's one of the boxes that I haven't yet sorted through from the Godzilla collection that I took in a year ago. Now, we know how wacky this collection can go because I've had the King Kong Thong from it, haven't I? Well, the top two items, well, the two items on top of this box, a Godzilla 98 kids football. Obviously could do with pumping up again now. Yeah. Now, if that's not wacky, I don't know what is. So a grown man had that as part of his collection. And popcorn bucket from the cinema for Godzilla Final Wars in 2004. There is something inside it. A lanyard, I think, of some description, featuring Godzilla Final Wars and the 50th anniversary logo. Strange. Actually, I'm guessing that that isn't a lanyard at all, is it? That's going to be a strap so you can hang it around your neck and trough like a horse. So yeah, that exists. Not entirely sure what that's supposed to be, but it's two things anyway. Right, okay. A DVD advertisement for King Kong. You would have found that on the counters of Woolworths and HMV. And then some other kind of display piece for Godzilla. I'm not sure which way around that goes, but it's one of those with a lenticular eye. Told you, wacky. There's a weird Godzilla here as well, 1998 Godzilla. It's like a vinyl or rubber body. Doesn't tell me much about it. Its arms and legs do not move, they are fixed in place. I thought it might twist at the waist, but no, that's just a seam that's glued. Does it say anything underneath? It says nothing on it about what it is. Looks quite a friendly little chap though. Now we've got a box here which says Pop figures on it. Now I don't think it's got anything to do with Funko Pop. I imagine it's a recycled box. But I'm assuming that's just being used as packaging for the box to protect whatever might be in it. Colour box miniatures. Now I can remember a friend of mine used to collect colour box teddy bears. Same brand. Barely Kong limited edition number 1. This is actually 340 of 2,500. Yeah, a little Kong climbing up the Eiffel Tower. Eiffel Tower? Empire State Building. Eiffel Tower would just touch the top, wouldn't it? Like a teddy bear version. Strange. This one seems like, again, it's Kong and the Empire State Building again. Look at those wild eyes. Like the little police cars at the bottom. Tell me anything about it? $14.99 in dollars. PPWT ESB, which I'm guessing Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back. Empire State's Building. Empire State's Building with Kong. Doesn't say much under that at all, so I don't know who made that. Yeah, again, a couple of weird little things. We have a jigsaw puzzle. Now, I'm guessing this came out around about the time of the 98 movie. Because you have some kind of sea monster coming out there of the bay with a couple of fighter jets attacking it. It looks kind of Godzilla-esque, but it obviously isn't. Apparently it's a fluorescent jigsaw puzzle. And there's a book inside it, which I've already seen this book as part of this collection in hardcover. 50 Years of King of Monsters, Godzilla on my mind. Very strange. Very strange, and they're quite big pieces for a puzzle. Carrier bag, let's see what's in it. Old Morrison's carrier bag. You don't see them like that no more, do you? They're quite cool. It's So these are some kind of bootleg item. Fun skaters. And it looks like there's 2 of each of 3 designs. There's what supposedly be the man himself, Godzilla. There's King Kong. And I'm not sure who that's supposed to be. That could be one of a number of creatures. That could be Gorosaurus, or it could just be a random dinosaur, I suppose. Bizarre. Now, I know these are only cheap little things, and they're not ridiculously old, but there is a market for these. There is a collector's market for those. Okay, we've got an Ultraman item, I think. Some kind of cube plushie. I think it's Ultraman. No tags, so I can't confirm it. Looks like this particular item has broken, but we've got... It's got ringing bells. We've got a weird Mothra. It's one of those kids' toys that they would push along on the wheels, but it looks like the handle has broken off there. Now, I don't know if I can clean that out and pop that back in and have it a couple of centimetres shorter than it would be. But I love the orange body, that neon orange for Mothra, but just normal butterfly wings. Now, it does say copyrighted. It doesn't say what's copyrighted, but it does say copyright on the bottom. I don't think that's an official item. I don't think that's an official Mothra item at all. Kite cord. Now I think I know what that's for, and it's stuck to the wall up there. I'll show you at the end if I remember. Got a few soft vinyl figures here. This box is so random, so random. So we've got some soft vinyl figures here. Now I think these ones are bootlegs. I've had these before. I've actually had the full counter display unit of these. The one of mine that I had before was a brighter blue than what that is, but it was exactly the same. Yeah, so that's a version of, or a knockoff of, Mechagodzilla. And then those 2 Ultraman characters. Is that Red King? I forget. I'm not massively up on my Ultraman, I do apologise. Yeah, there's those. I have another box here, which could have anything in it. It's like an unboxing video, isn't it? Okay, we've got a... Is that a finger puppet? Batra, I think. Now, there's no maker's marks on that, and official ones would normally have Bandai stamped into the bottom of them. That doesn't, so I'm guessing that's some form of bootleg. Oh! You remember these guys? Well, there weren't 2 of each. It turns out there were 3 of each. And there they are. We've got some loose ones. And it looks like they have a friend in the form of a different Godzilla. And it is different as well. It's not just a repaint of the same mold. 2 very different Godzillas. And a Godzilla finger puppet. A neon orange one. That's that box. What else is there? I'm not even halfway down this box yet. Got another... This is obviously some kind of bootleg. I quite like him though. I do quite like him. A lot of excess flashing all the way around where the mold lines are. Looks scaled or feathered. Does that one? will be scales, won't it? Obviously not feathers, but the scales look more like feathers, is what I was going for. No maker's mark. The hell? We have a dancing hamster. It's a Hamzilla. Oh, it's dead as well. Yeah, that's a thing. Now, I'm guessing there's no batteries in it. I wouldn't know where you press to set it going, but yeah. I like how it's holding two items that it's destroying. One of them's a bus, one of them's a phone box, and they both happen to be the same size. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Got a little wood carving of what I believe is supposed to be a baby Godzilla. It's got a charm all of its own. We have a Lego minifigure. Man in, I think it was down as lizard suit, but come on, that's Godzilla, isn't it? And another vinyl figure here, or I'd say this is rubber rather than vinyl. King of the Monkeys. It just says gorilla at the bottom of it, but I'm guessing the guy thought it looked like King Kong. A Hot Wheels car. This fella had everything. You name it, he had it. Rodzilla. Wire art Godzilla name tag. Oh my goodness, I remember seeing these in the shops. The Bogies. We've got a Godzilla. Okay. Wind up, walking, fire-breathing monster. Let's get this out of the box. Ah, sadly, it looks like the mechanism's rusted on this one. Although, it's still got a bit of life in there. It's only plastic. Sparkzilla. Quite like the box art, if I'm perfectly honest. And this one doesn't look like it's rusted. That one, it had rusted all over the box. This one, no, that one hasn't. Does it work? Still not so great. Godzilla, walking and sparking, apparently. Again, pretty cool box art. And they're from 1997. Now it starts working. Oh, Bad Taste Bears. Interesting. Quite like Bad Taste Bears. He's huge and he's going ape. Congo hits Manhattan. And there you have him. Let's have a look. There he is. How cool is he? And yes, it's a he. We've got an Ultraman item. I absolutely love the appearance of Jack Skellington on the packaging, but also Spider-Man. That's right, this is a range of toys that features Ultraman, Spider-Man, and Jack Skellington. So it's one of those little solar-powered head wobblers. Okay, cool. Universal Dinosaurs. Now I think I've seen this featured on somebody else's YouTube video before. Non-fall action. That's right, it was Monster Island Buddies, I believe. He did a couple of videos featuring bootleg Godzilla toys. And I believe that this was included in one of those. There he is. Non-fall action because you plug him into his own shoes. How cheap and nasty is that? But it's also full of its own charm. Oh, it's battery powered. Got a battery cover there. Wowzers. Got another Kong item. The King Kong. Wicked. Oh, turds. So just like the Bad Taste Bears, I quite liked these back in the day. And I did collect some of these ones. I never had this one. That's clever. That's very clever. So, this one is King Pong. And there he is. With his own very little fairy, which is a banana in this case. I had quite a few of those back in the day. I had Smell Boy, Dr. Pooh, the Smell Razor, a Predator, the Turdinator. I just thought, okay, I also had Fart Vapor, which was a Darth Vader rip-off. I say rip-off, they were inspired by pop culture characters, but they're very much their own designs, aren't they? I'm going to guess this is what's wrapped up in some brown paper here. It might be this or it might not, but 9-inch large reptile? Not reptile, but reptile. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that is so bad. Oh, that's so nasty. Do you remember those really cheap, nasty plastic swords you would get at the seaside, made out of the thinnest possible plastic? That's what this is made out of. Wow. Yeah, that's wild. Absolutely wild is that. Because of the poor quality of its construction, I can't imagine there's a lot of those that have survived. I know it's only 1998 is that version, but still, there can't be many of those still around. Oh, it's just, you can see it's just so squishy and nasty. Wow. Wow. What else have we got? We're getting to the end of it now. Oh, we've got another gorilla. This one's not holding a rock, it's just arms down. There's his friend. Oh, now these are great. That is dated underneath, actually, 1984. Also dated China. Oh, it's lost the tip of its tail. It's been in a fight. Godzilla probably got angry with it for... And maybe it thought it was King Ghidorah and decided to bite his tail off. I'm guessing this was a box full of knockoffs and bootlegs. Got a little Godzilla-esque plushie there. It's got a hard body. Well, It doesn't have a hard body, it has something hard inside the body. So I'm guessing it does something. Oh. It can clip onto things. Okay. There's 2 items left. There's whatever's wrapped up in that, and then there's this. And this is very heavy. This is die cast. Tiger. It's a lighter. Oh. The lighter that's being used, there's a little bit of gas left in there. Doesn't look like it's lighting up though, which is probably a good thing. Yeah, we've got not a Zippo, but similar type of lighter. And okay, some kind of made in China. We have an on and an off. Guessing there's no batteries in there. But yeah, also guessing that the eyes light up, judging by the style of them. But it's got, obviously, Godzilla spines on the back there. Or dorsal plates. Yep, that's it for that box. That is one mad box full of tricks. That's the kite I was telling you about, that I imagine that the kite cord is for. And yes, it's absolutely huge. For scale, that Darth Vader that you can see there is 31 inches tall. Yeah, that's a big Mothra kite. Thanks for joining me on another episode of my toy journey and a little dig down there through the Godzilla archives, I suppose you could call it. Right, thanks for watching and we'll catch you again next week. Remember to give us a like and subscribe. Bye!